Hey you guys, it's Brit. Tonight we're here with an update on the Resilient Jenkins, the not so resilient Jenkins. I am going to go back to calling them that because Steph has lost even a small ounce of respect or concern that I had for her is officially in the trash and lit on fire. But we're going to talk for a few minutes. So if you're interested, please keep watching. All right, you guys, so at the top, let's address, yes, I have a mark on my nose. I was wearing my eyeglasses all day, and that's just what happens when they're on all day. They don't hurt, there's no pain or anything, but it just leaves a little mark on the bridge of my nose, so I know that it's there. I didn't feel like packing a bunch of makeup on top of it because, frankly, I just don't care, and I was wearing my glasses to avoid getting a headache because sometimes that happens, especially when it's gloomy outside and I'm staring at a computer all day. For some reason, those two just don't agree and I end up getting a headache. So I have my glasses on all day. But let's talk about what Steph posted. I did share this on my community page because I was preoccupied with work and I wanted to get this out to y'all ASAP. So let's read the post and then we'll get into the new TikTok that she posted, kind of elaborating and doubling down on the fact that she lied. This post says, "So this was a strategic post. I put the caption on to see how many follow us with the belief that our relationship has an end date. The response is making my stomach turn. I'm going to make a follow-up post tomorrow to explain more. I hope everyone has a good night. God bless." Now, I can tell you one thing, Steph. I don't relate with or consider myself to be a Christian, but what I will say is God doesn't like liars. I would think that's kind of on the checklist of things that God would not approve of. It would be lying, especially when it comes to something like abuse, neglect, mistreatment within your relationship or your partnership or your marriage or whatever you want to label it as. I would say that God probably doesn't want you to lie about something happening or not happening within that and using that as content for TikTok. But let's move on to her video. I am going to interrupt this. I was going to let it play all the way through, but I think the interruptions are needed because she says so many things in this video that prove that she is a bad person. So let's start at the top.
This post was a strategic post on my part. Recently, I've been having a lot of couples pop up in my algorithm that have these like quote-unquote couple issues going on, and I can tell it's like staged on their part. And I don't mean to be judgmental, but what I noticed was within their algorithm.
I love when people say, I don't want to be judgmental, but you are being judgmental. I'm proud to be judgmental. If you're putting something on social media and I'm consuming it, I'm going to judge it. You might not like how I judge it, but that is my right to do. You are posting something publicly for the public to consume as entertainment, education, whatever the purpose is. The public is consuming it, so the public has every right to judge it.
Their views spiked tremendously, and they get a lot more followers than that. And I feel like it was because the general population of those new followers are people that are like, okay, I want to watch this couple fall apart. And it just had my gut off. I was like, is that really how people think? And I started wondering, like, how many people are following me and Drew for that very reason? Because for the past 3 years, all I've put forward and all I've said about my man.
Okay, so that right there confirms that this was for followers. It was a form of rage bait in order to gain followers, views, clicks, money, attention, go viral in the algorithm, whatever. I will say that I know that there is content out there that is showing couples being dishonest about, oh, we had a tiff, oh, we had a fight, oh, da-da-da. But a lot of times, this content is not staged, and sometimes it actually turns out that the people that are clicking on it and leaving positive positive comments, positivity, light, all the things, is because there's legitimate concern there. It's not people rooting for the downfall of this couple. It's people saying, this might actually be a problem, so let me not be a jerk and let me take somebody's word for face value and leave some positivity for this content creator. Now, me, myself, I understand how, the algorithm works and people want to chase a certain number of followers or likes, or they want people to pay for their subscription or whatever it is that they're offering. I can understand that and simultaneously say that I will never respect somebody that lies about something as sensitive as DV or abuse as a way to make it there.
Is that he's an amazing father. He's a very supportive partner, and I've spoke nothing different. But the one post that I put up saying anything that would contradict that, putting a bad rep on my man, blows up like that. I mean, this is the most views I've had on a video in a while. Definitely the most likes I've had. And then I got all these people in the comments like, oh, I knew this all along. What did you know? Because I haven't said anything about my man negatively up until this post,
we knew that he was a bum, and whether or not you're going to sit here and give us lip service, the public knew that Drew was a bum. Those little positivity posts that you make are not going to change anyone's opinion that he should have a job and he should be making more of a constant effort to provide financially for this household. Those are just the facts. Those are just the facts. He sits on his ass. You've shown it. It doesn't matter what you say in video. So you're claiming that other couples stage certain things for likes, but we're supposed to take your word at face value that your relationship is all great. Like, people are allowed to come up with their own conclusions when you post the kind of content that you have posted. At the end of the day, I am only concerned for these children.
Just mentioned was a strategic move on my part. Now I know the first thought is to be like, oh, so she did a rage bait. No, actually what I did this for was to see how many people are following us waiting for our downfall, waiting to find out, oh, Drew's just that bum piece of crap that everybody keeps saying he is. That's not the case. That's not what we're going to put forward. We are who we put forward. That's just how it is. And like I said, this talking stuff is awkward as frick for me. But I'm just astonished because that's definitely the most views I've gotten on a TikTok in quite some time. Like, I don't think I've ever gotten that many views on one of my Instagram reels. It made my stomach turn. I even spoke.
So one of two things is happening here. Either she posted that and got in trouble and got yelled at by Drew, and now they're saying that, oh, it was just a joke, it was a strategy, all these things. Or this was actually rage bait. And she can say, oh, it's not rage bait, oh, it's not this, oh, it's not that. Again, I've said this before. Content creators need to stop treating their audiences like they are stupid. Stop thinking that people are as dumb as you are, because they're not.
To Drew about putting the post up beforehand. Like weeks ago, I was like, what if we saw who's following us for that reason? And, he was like, okay, people already hate on me, go ahead. But it made my stomach turn. I'm like, why is it so easy for people to just be like, oh, yep, we knew. That's not ever what we've put forward. She's got the hiccups, and she insists on trying to hold her head up. So if you're like, oh, support the neck.
What if people that were leaving comments, like myself, I said, hey, I have a little bit of a new perspective now. What if those people were just simply being compassionate towards a situation that you falsified? I got a comment on the community post that I put up, and it was something along the lines of, there's certain communities online that you don't want to get on your bad side, and one of them would be the DV survivor community. that is a strong community, and it is so, you want to talk about what's authentic. That is authentic. Real survivors coming together to lean on one another. Then you have Steph here saying things like, oh, I'm so authentic. I'm so real. I'm showing you guys the truth. But then you're literally creating false storylines as a strategy. How pathetic.
Look how active I am supporting her neck. She just really likes to be active. Don't be. That's the same case for the person who said, babies are supposed to have their legs scrunched. She don't scrunch them. I've been trying to get little scrunch videos and she just straightens her legs straight up. And it's okay. That's you. Anyways, you know, I just want to say, if you're following us for that reason, to watch us fall apart, please stop following us. We're trying to build a genuine community of support here, kindness, realness, and yeah, so just please. Also, one more thing, shame on you, algorithms, for appreciating more negativity than positivity, because I put my best foot forward in a lot of these videos. I put a lot of effort into my voiceovers, and it's just insulting as frick that this video is just getting so much attention when it's not even what we're about.
You put a lot of effort into your videos. That's a wild take. That's a stretch. That is a big old reach, Steph. A lot of effort into me putting my phone on a mount and doing things that I should be doing as a mother, like scrubbing the kitchen counter, making my children food. Really? That's effort? Either way, I won't harp on that too long. If you are somebody who consumed her video and felt a little bit of hurt, like I did, I thought it was a sad video. I thought it was her being more transparent. And now to be told that it was all a lie, don't feel stupid. You're a compassionate person, as am I. But what I will say is that at this point, I can't feel bad for you anymore. And hey, maybe she was being authentic and Drew yelled at her, and this is the response that we get in order to kind of do damage control. I'm not sure, but something tells me that she simply is chasing followers. She has said multiple times she wants to go viral. I want to go viral. I need all the followers because, you know, we're living in this cracker box house and my kids are sleeping in the, freaking pantry. I could just never imagine utilizing something as serious as abuse or domestic violence as a way to get there. I said it in my last video, may this life never find me, because it is just, it's an entire circus. And like I said, from the beginning, I worry for her children. How tragic that these two idiots are the ones in charge of trying to keep a roof over their head, and they can't even do that. They've got eviction court in like 2 weeks. I think it's February 19th. My God, what a tragic life for these children. I also went through her Instagram and found some old photos. I'll throw those in here. It's very clear something was going on with Steph. I don't want to make any direct allegations, but I'll throw the photos in and y'all can tell me how you feel about them. They were from 2020 and 2021, and they were rough. So either way, I think that's enough for today. If you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.